What's up, hackers? What's up? Welcome to the hackathon. Here's Dom.
What up?
We are in the building. Boy, I love seeing all the names in the chat. Good to see you.
They're showing up.
DJ Get Busy said, look at this. Anyone have songs played remorse from holiday weekend? I actually do have one. I am so upset that I did not play that Fire Assassin track that we just heard on that intro.
So good.
That is one of my favorite tracks, but that one gets played my September gig every time. That one, that's a staple now. So
Sasson will be officially releasing that song, and when he does, y'all need to support the man. That is a banger of a song, and it's coming soon to you. And I hear he might be working on some other ones, which I'm super excited about. But we are excited that you guys are in the chat. We see you, Nick Nystrom. DJ AM Grind, what's up? Liquid Joe, DJ Spy, always showing up. We love you guys. Thank you for all your support. We got a banger of a show for you tonight. Not only are we doing a hackathon, we're doing a scratchathon.
Oh, what?
Things. So hackathon first, right? First 45 minutes to an hour. Then Ragoza he was like really itching to teach people scratching, specifically the crab scratch, one of the most exciting and highly requested scratches. So we're actually going to be doing from around 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going into a nice in-depth crab scratch workshop. So you guys are in for a treat, and we're excited to be here. Jim, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You feeling good? You have a good long weekend?
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. America 250, baby.
Yes.
USA did get destroyed by Belgium today. However, that was very sad. I'm very sad. But I was watching Argentina had an amazing comeback versus Egypt here in Atlanta. And you guys should go watch those highlights. It is very funny, very cool. Anyway, the energy is up. And yeah, let's get into it, Jim. What you want to do?
So before we get started, we do have to introduce one more person. He is currently, I think he might be deep in thought, but we'll bring him on anyway because he's hiding there behind a book. But there he is.
Let's start hacking.
Let's do it.
One's in the chat. One's in the chat. What's up? Hey,
Aaron,
Jeff.
do that again.
What's up,
do that again with the book. I got something for you.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hang on. Hold it up again.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
There you go. So corny.
New subscribers joining us on Twitch today. We got Boogie Medallialic. Something like that.
Boogie
Shan Playhouse. We got DJ Run It Back Jack. We got, oh man, hold up. Can we give some love to DJ Captain Kirk, who just now realized he has been subscribed for 42 months and just opened up his Twitch and just now realized he's been.
Sounds like me.
Thank you.
We appreciate your unknowing support.
Yes,
I guess. We'll make it worth your while tonight. Scratchathon. Dom, what is that about? Okay, I know I'm the host in the hackathon. We got Ragoza hosting the Scratchathon. Break it down as to what's going on.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know, but we have a very amazing DJ school. Dominic is a slacker, and we need to let the world know about the Dangerous DJ School. If you guys are looking to up-level your skills, the Dangerous DJ Skill is for you. They meet every Monday and Wednesday night on Zoom, and you get Ragoza as an instructor. And he is the best person I've ever seen to help people learn how to scratch. So tonight, we're going to give you a taste of that. He's going to teach you a highly sought-after technique, but also kind of difficult if you learn incorrectly. And that's what a Scratchathon is. We're going to teach these people how to scratch, how to do the crab scratch confidently. By the end of tonight, you will know how to master this.
Excellent. I'm down for that. Well, I got my turntables ready. Everyone get yours together. One of the things I enjoy about Ragoza, who is backstage and getting ready to party with us, is when you do join him on Zoom, it's so fun to see everybody else's controllers, their gear, their turntable. I mean, from all walks of life, from everywhere across America. And you'll see Ragoza kind of like a maestro, just instructing and everyone's scratching at the same time. So I almost want to encourage everybody to think about that tonight. Think about their serratos. Think about their songs to scratch to. And while we think about songs to scratch to, and before we bring in Ragoza, DJ Jem, tell everybody where they should be going right here, right now.
You should be going to crateoftheweek.com, crateoftheweek.com. I recommend you pull that up on another screen if you're watching on a computer. And if you're not watching on a computer, pull it up on your phone, right? But you need to head over to crateoftheweek.com. And what you're going to see is our crate that's currently being built. It's right here. We'll give you a little bit of a preview. There it is. This is crateoftheweek.com. Head over there, log in, hit your thumbs up, your thumbs down. Songs you thumbs up, move to the top. If you thumbs down, they move to the bottom, and eventually we'll just drop them off. Looks like DJ Watson just downvoted something, so we have interaction going on already. But this crate is up to you. You can still add songs at the top as well, but you're going to want to head over here, crateoftheweek.com. And there's going to be some fun stuff popping up over there too. Yeah. So keep your eyes.
Do me a favor. In fact, stack up a chance to win some prizes here in about 10 minutes, will you? Sure. Anybody who joins us at that link gets a chance to win hats or really cool DJ functional necklaces and other swag that sometimes Dom just decides to throw out at last minute. So crateoftheweek.com, crateoftheweek.com. Jem, hang out with us in the chat. Dom, please introduce our guest tonight.
This man is so freaking talented. This woman is so freaking talented. You're about to get a bonus, Ragoza. And we also have another bonus guest, but DJ Ragoza is one of the nicest, most humble, most badass DJ you will ever meet. His wife is a world-renowned guitar player. If you've never seen them play live in person as one unit called Team Ragoza, it is a out-of-body experience. DJ Ragoza is a 3-time DMC finalist. He is a champion. He is and also a wicked talented instructor. Sometimes when people have like insane skills, it doesn't always translate into an educator. And he's been doing it for almost 5 years now. So without further ado, let's bring on DJ Ragoza, Desiree Ragoza.
One's in the chat. Come on up.
Bring them in. Here we go. What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
You want to come around and say hi to Kara?
I'll come around real quick.
Desiree's in the background, but she's going to come and say hi. But what's up, everybody? Don, thank you for that intro. You made me blush.
You forgot to leave out a really important part. I mean, along with his high regards and credentials, he's also a really good friend of the community. A lot of familiar faces in the chat. You care to shout out anybody you know there, Desiree Ragoza?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, shout out to all the dangerous DJs I see showing up tonight. Yeah, Terry. Shout out to Boogie Foot. Shout out to DJ Majesty. Yeah, I see a lot of names popping up. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to have some fun.
Tell me exactly what we have in store with this Scratchathon. I know Dom tried to explain it, but what can they be in store for? We'll do this toward the back end of the show, but tell us what you're cooking up.
Well, yeah, we're doing it towards the back end of the show, but it's all going to tie together because the theme of tonight, 80s hip hop, is the perfect genre to practice the scratch that we're going to be talking about later on, which is the crab scratch. So later on, we're going to get into not just how to, we're not just going to talk about what the crab scratch is, but we're going to talk about practical things that you can do to actually get good at it in a way that is consistent, so you can actually scale your progress. And because a lot of people, they know that you should practice, but they just randomly, they just put their hands on the decks and move them and hope they get results. But if you have more clarity and direction when you're practicing, you'll get results a lot quicker and you'll level up a lot quicker. So that's what we're.
What's really interesting about the Dangerous DJs is you have these tools that you offer up, USB tools, scratch tools. Yep. Is there anything we can do to get prepared for tonight?
Yeah, we're going to be giving everybody some tools that they can practice with. And not only are we just going to give you the tools, but we're going to show you exactly how to use them. So, yeah, if you ever wanted to get the crab scratch down, if you tried to do it and you struggle with it like a lot of DJs do, I guarantee that if you take the advice you get later on tonight and you actually apply it, because we can't do the work for you, you have to apply it. But if you take your time and you apply it, this advice will not waste your time. You'll be able to do the crab scratch with clarity and consistency sooner than later.
Woo! Okay. Well, I can contribute to tonight. You do the scratching part, and I'm going to do the hacking part. Of course,
Let's do
Crate
it.
Hackers, put a 1 in the chat if you're excited to have Ragoza with us. And Ragoza, I'm sorry, Jem, do me a favor. Put Crate of the Week on the screen really quick. I figure with your scratching technique tonight, Ragoza, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to offer the audience tonight a free crate to scratch to. Okay. And curateoftheweek.com right here. So like the number 1 song currently that people love to scratch to from the 1980s. You picked this, by the way. Actually, tell us why you chose the 1980s to scratch to tonight.
There's a lot of great genres to scratch to and scratch with, but 80s hip hop in particular is so much fun because it's so sample heavy that there's a lot of sounds that you can catch and scratch. Like the one that is on top, It Takes Two. What does it start with? Hit it, right? Then the beat drops and you can cut that part up. And then, of course, you got the famous I Want to Rock Right Now, right? Which is a sample that's used in a lot of different songs. So, yeah, I mean, the 80s hip hop just has so many fun things to scratch. The tempo is scratch friendly. You know, you're talking about 90 BPMs up to about 115. So, yeah, it's the perfect tempo for practicing all types of turntable techniques.
Great. Well, everyone head over to curateoftheweek.com really quick, and we'll check in and find out what the number 1 song to scratch to is in a minute. But also, I'm going to give a quick peek as to what Crate Hackers get exclusively. Now, you've thought about this quite a bit in the same vein as the 1980s hackathon tracks to scratch to. You have tools for the members. Explain the crate you built for the audience.
So that all right. So that's one of my personal crates. So that's like stuff that that I like to like when I know I need to practice and there's something I'm looking to practice specifically. A lot of these songs are my go-to, and this is also like, when I just want to mix this music. I don't get to play this music out so much live, but if I'm doing like a mix show for the Throwback Station or something like that, these are a lot of my personal go-tos because the obvious ones are great too, like Peter Piper, It Takes Two, Rock the Bells. All those are great. But there's also some other ones in here that I don't think are as talked about. And they're, some of my personal.
Yeah, it looks like it's like your personal bag almost. Walk us through a few of the songs and maybe some inspiration as I go through them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We can, later on go over some of them.
For sure.
But yeah, that one's a little bit more personalized. But even, all the songs I'm seeing on the curateoftheweek.com, those are all great. The thing is, you really can't lose with this genre. It's so much fun.
Really, really is. We're hanging out with DJ Ragoza, and we're going to kind of split things up into 2 tonight. We're going to build a crate at curateoftheweek.com. And Jem, if you care to join us, let's give away some prizes for anybody present on that website. As true hackers, we multitask. You're watching on stream, and maybe you're on your phone, you're playing along, or maybe on your desktop. However you do it, you have a chance to win some prizes and build a pretty cool crate. DJ Jem, tell them how to win.
It's prize drop time. I'll give you a couple seconds to head over to curateoftheweek.com right now. Head over there. We have a few who are already primed to win, but head over to curateoftheweek.com, click votes, vote up songs, vote down songs, and add a song because we are about to spin. And I think we're going to give away a necklace. What do you think, Ragoza? One of the DJ style necklaces?
I don't even have one of those. So yeah, whoever gets it, they're lucky.
Well, maybe Desiree, head over to curateoftheweek.com. Maybe you can win one.
Win us one, baby.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm spinning the wheel right now. You do have to be present, active, and to be eligible in the pool. So we will spin the wheel as soon as you get over there. Still waiting for some people. Come on. I see a few of you adding some songs. We also have some. Let's see. It looks like Liquid Joe just gave a vote to Apache. That's a good one. Rock the Bells just got a vote. So, all righty. Here we go. Oh, good. Quite a few of you just jumped in. Thank you. There weren't as many of you ready for a prize, but here we go. We have. That's Sean. Sean, you are the winner. Go ahead and follow that pop-up on the screen, and that'll take you right over to dj.style, and you can pick out whichever necklace you want from dj.style. And hey, if you don't have a necklace yet, head over to dj.style and buy one because they're pretty awesome. Lots of people love them.
Thanks, Jim. Come on back and we'll do another round of maybe, I think maybe take a swipe at this playlist and do a few more rounds of just really tightening this thing up, because that's the whole point of crates and crate hackathons. Every Tuesday night we come together, we go record shopping together, we play music together. Jim, is there any particular song you voted for or threw in the mix tonight, or any thoughts you see?
That top song was really the one I was looking at. It Takes Two. I also like the It's Tricky. That's definitely a fun one to play with. So I'm glad that Mike threw that one in there.
Yeah. Very, very good. In the chat right now, we got some subscribers. Want to give some love to them. And chat, in fact, hang out with Jem. Jem is going to stack up the Q&A with you in the chat, so he'll be with you there. Do you want to give some shout outs to the latest subscribers? DJ Tajani, hey, what's up? We got a community sub gift from ex-DJ Get Busy, who I believe is hosting a karaoke night. He does say that he sends some love to you. He cannot hear the show tonight, but he wants to pass along a sub to everybody in the chat. Thank you. DJ Zippy. Zippy just received a 50 stream streak. So if that's my understanding, he's been with us 50 weeks in a row. So thank you. That's amazing. Ragoza, tell me, you got yourself a little community yourself. I'm excited to see that you're still cooking after almost, 4 years now? Every Monday and Wednesday.
I think
Dangerous DJs.
Yeah.
Tell us what goes on with your scratching side of the world.
On the scratching side of the world?
With DJ, you got the Dangerous DJs.
Well, with Dangerous DJs, so basically every Monday we practice our scratching live on Zoom. And, the past couple of weeks we've been working on the crab scratch inside the membership. So all the Dangerous DJs in here, they already know what's up with the scratch. But we do the same thing with all different types of techniques, not just obviously one technique. We go over all types of scratches and all types of different turntable techniques like beat juggling, turntable drumming. That's like the scratching side of it. We have a whole other side of Dangerous DJs where it's all about mashups and everything, but we'll talk about that another time because it's really, there's a lot that we offer. So, if we get into everything at once, it's a little much, but yeah, on the scratching side alone, we got you covered with all the scratches you could imagine, from the basic baby scratch all the way up to the 3-click orbit. So
if you hang out with us tonight, you will be experiencing the crab scratch alongside DJ Ragoza. And I also want to bring in a very active member of Dangerous DJs. I want to make sure his mic is good and he's with us tonight. Sasson, what's up? Simon,
hey,
how you doing, my friend?
How you guys doing?
How's life?
Amazing. Cannot complain. How's everybody?
Countdown to your upcoming event here in Hacker Hotel, Nashville, Tennessee. We're excited to see you in person.
So excited.
Scratching tonight's event.
Real quick about Sasson, he's so good that sometimes we have contests inside of Dangerous DJs. We actually had to ban him from entering these contests because he was winning every single one of them. So he is our star students. He puts in that work. He's very talented, and he's definitely really dedicated to the craft.
It's an honor coming from
wow.
you. So
I've seen it in real life too. You bring out more toys and tools. In fact, tell us what would your rider be if you went out on tour, Sasson? Because I see you bring out a whole bunch of toys.
It would be 4 CDJs and 2 XP2s. And I need 2 laptop stands for the XP2s and a laptop stand for my laptop. So it's quite a bit.
All that at once that's incredible. How long are you in the lab to put together something so multitasking? Because for an average set, like let's say you're doing a 30-minute set, are you cooking behind all of that for weeks at a time, or are you taking doses of it, or are you just on the fly? How do you cook?
Definitely not on the fly. It's a little difficult to do it on the fly. I feel like doing any more than 3 songs at the same time, it gets a little complicated, especially because I'm doing stems on top of that while quick mixing. So I would say I'm putting in at least like 6 to 8 hours a day just trying to practice that, and then trying to.
Your primary DJ software is what?
Right now it's Serato, but I'm in the process of switching to Virtual DJ actually.
Wait, is that right?
He's
Okay,
joining the
tell us why you're making
family,
the switch.
everybody. He's joining the family. This stream brought to you by Virtual DJ.
Sasson, tell us why you're moving to virtual DJ from Serato.
So even up front of just trying it out, because I haven't used virtual DJ since I first started DJing, and that was 15, 16 years ago now. I used it with just a mouse and keyboard back then in college, and after I switched to Serato, because that was the club standard, I haven't looked back since. But recently, I was having a conversation with some of my friends who aren't even DJs, but they're interested, very interested in like my thought process and how I come up with my mashups as well as just my mixes. And one of the things they brought up was, how come Serato cannot do 4 decks if you just open up the software? I was like, that's a very good point. And then that got me thinking, there has to be something out there that gives me a lot more functionality, like just straight up, right, without having to plug things in. Because Serato and using my setup requires me to custom code everything, just to even get stems working properly and cue points on my XP2s. So that alone took me months to figure out. So Virtual DJ, though, I opened it. As soon as I opened it, I plugged in my XP2s. I plugged in 2 of them, and it just knew where to put everything and how to map the colors and everything. So I was like, I'm sold.
It's got me thinking about cracking it open again, because there was that time where we downloaded it. Some of us maybe have cracked it, and that some of us just tested it when we were in college or something. But then there was that really dark, Ragoza would remember this time, the dark days of virtual DJ, like maybe like version 7 or version 8, where people were just clowning the crap out of it. And then they just started coming at it with left hook, right hook, left hook. And like Sasson, I'm sure you know, like, I don't even know if it does it anymore, but there was a point where virtual DJ had like 99 decks at once or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were able to do 99. It was outrageous, crazy stuff. But yeah, I went the opposite way. I was virtual DJ for the longest time. Dom, you would appreciate me for that. I was very much virtual DJ, but then I skipped Serato entire. I've never once done a live performance in public on Serato in all my years. I did, right? I went from virtual DJ to record box. Haven't looked back since. So to convince me to move to virtual DJ today, Sasson.
I mean, you plug in any hardware you want, and it just works.
Okay,
That's all I can say.
I'll give it a shot.
And even if you don't plug it in, you can customize it however you want. The fact that I could do 4 decks without any hardware plugged in, that sold me immediately, right? And then the fact that I can customize like any of the pad modes the way I want. I can even do things like I can load in drum loops, and it will automatically play. Like if you play it on time to the song, it will start playing to whatever BPM your song is playing on the decks.
Great.
So you can literally use stems and make a remix on the spot by just playing a completely different type of genre of drum loop in a different BPM, and it'll know.
Wow. Yo, I want to acknowledge Level 3 Hype Train right now. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for your contributions, Hype Train, and DJ Tajay subscribing on Prime. What's up? You're hanging out with DJ Ragoza. You're hanging out with Sasson and Dom backstage. We are building a crate. It is crateoftheweek.com. Everyone head over to crateoftheweek.com, and we'll let you know. Ooh, it just changed. Children's Story is now the #1 song to scratch to, courtesy of your votes. I'm going to take a second. You can screenshot that right now. Take a look at it. But more importantly, get your screenshots ready, because I'm going to give you a quick preview, a real quick preview of DJ Ragoza's personal bag. Ragoza, walk us through, for the people who just joined us, there's 2 crates tonight, and your secret one is behind our doors. What's up? Tell us more about this crate that you're about to see.
Yeah, so like I said, that's some of my personal faves, and you know, if I am doing an old school set, you know, that's a lot of the stuff that you'll probably hear me play. So yeah, that's like you said, more of my personal bag right there. I might have to go in there and move around the order a little bit, but those songs in themselves are definitely great for practicing. And we'll show you examples of some of these songs later on. But yeah, Eighth Wonder, so much fun. Actually, one thing with Eighth Wonder by Sugar Hill Gang is you can do a wordplay when it goes hit it. It comes in on the 4, just like the It Takes Two. The beginning of It Takes Two, and you can kind of play the hit it's at the same time because it falls on the same time, like the same timing of the measure, and then It Takes Two comes in, and it's just a fun way to add some wordplay to your scratching. But yeah, all fun songs in there.
We're going to hear that tonight, and you can get 7 days free of Crate Hackers. Get DJ Ragoza's crates. He's been on hackathons for so many years, and he's stacked up so many crates, and I want to give you all of his crates for 7 free days. Head over to cratehackers.com, but in the meantime, crateoftheweek.com as we currently build this crate. Jem, come on back, man. Come on back now. I've seen a little bit of activity here. This crate looks pretty good. Sasson, real quick, are there any songs you're seeing that we should probably vote down off of this list?
You know what? Before we do that, I just want to say our playlist has maxed out at 100, so we can add no more. So Sasson, what if I let you completely nuke some tracks? How does that sound? Just give you the ability to knock them completely off. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start the purge, and usually we wait a little later for this, but we're gonna open up the purge. The top 3 songs are safe, but everything else is gonna be fair game for people to knock off. So as you look through this, Sasson, what do you think we should remove from here as the purge gets cooking?
Well,
we can go lower. Oh, here it comes. The purge is coming.
It doesn't fit the category, actually. It wasn't in the 80s.
Right.
I don't know if that counts.
Well, songs to scratch too. So if there's anything here that you're just like, that doesn't really look like it fits. I don't know, Ragoza, you seeing anything here that has votes?
It's a great song, but I would get rid of Hey Mr. DJ by Zayn because that's not that's from the 90s, I think. And it's like
You're right. Where did that one go?
Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Maybe Bust a Move. I don't know. It's not a bad song, but it's not, I don't know, not really that vibe. It's kind of like I guess, for this vibe.
Even though I love Poison, it's not 80s. It's actually 1990.
Oh, yeah. So it's right at the end too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You can tell Poison is 1990s, isn't it?
Funky Cold would probably go.
Yep.
Yeah, good catch on that, Sasson. You're right.
Yeah, that was the
Some of
first thing I
those
looked
songs
at.
are not fully 80s. I'm sorry.
All right,
Word
man.
Up by Cameo, great song, but it's not 80s hip hop. So technically, on a technicality, that one would go. But I do love that song, so I don't know. Word Up is a dope song.
25 songs just got purged. 87 remain. So now you can add songs. We have some room now for you to add in the songs that you think should have been there, and vote up some of those songs that have 0 right now. So again, head over to crateoftheweek.com. Add some songs. You have plenty of space now. So
Cool.
add
Thanks,
some
Jim.
songs right now. Yep.
Excellent, my friend. Well, come on back, and we'll be having some more fun in the chat and a Q&A plus a crab scratch session. Listen, do me a favor, and please welcome back our good friend Dominic. I know Dominic's taking a quick bite right now, but we're going to take a quick 5-minute, and he's carved up and he's ready to talk. These two who will be joining us in person here in Nashville, and we'd like to have you get a chance to hang out with Sasson and Ragoza. Hacker Hotel is what I'm talking about. Dominic, what's on deck?
Yeah, Hacker Hotel is coming up the first week of August. It is fully sold out again. We had a couple spots open up, but it's sold out again. And what we're doing this year so that everybody can enjoy is we are now offering a virtual access pass. So basically, you're going to be able to jump on Zoom and attend all the sessions that Ragoza gives, all the sessions Aaron gives. And then we're going to have a whole social media AI day, a crate digger day. a Dangerous DJ Skills Day, and you can actually join on Zoom. Some people are paying $3,000 to be on site. Come and stay at a penthouse, get a proper room, DJ on a rooftop, and you guys can get in for, I think it's $47 for a virtual pass. So if you go to cratehackers.com/virtual, you can learn all about that. But Ragoza, Desiree Ragoza, the team Ragoza, they're going to be performing, and so is Sasson. We're super pumped about that, and it's going to be a real good time.
We had a really good time going out and scouting in Nashville today. Can I say it's a dream to even think that artists like Blake Shelton and John Bon Jovi have even endorsed and signed off on this thing? I mean, like, the venues are giving us their rooftops. That's a true experience for a DJ to be on some of the largest venue rooftops in Nashville, Music City, Broadway. This is something you can experience perhaps next year. If all goes well and Hacker Hotel doesn't burn to the ground, crossing fingers, we are insured. Everyone signed waivers before they walked in the door. We're going to make sure that you can be on board next year. But even if you can't, it's a virtual pass just like this. If you want to sit back and watch 4 days? 4 days, right?
Three full days of interactive sessions. It's a get shit done DJ meetup. You're going to make new friends on Zoom. We're going to do breakout rooms. We have a lot of cool things. We're not just going to hit you upside the head like a bunch of DJ conferences do. This is not a DJ conference. We are reinventing the DJ meetup, the DJ get together, whatever you want to call it. Hacker Hotel. It's Hacker Hotel, and it is a totally unique experience. So we're excited.
If you're just now joining us here on Twitch, we have been doing this for the past 6 years on Twitch, every Tuesday night record shopping. And Dominic, we both realized that it's time to reach out in person and either come to you or you come to us. So little pop-ups here and there, like Vegas or LA or New York, Atlanta. We've been to a lot of spots, but we'd like to have you join us here in Nashville, Tennessee. So we'll drop the link in the chat. We'd love to have you join us here. Thank you for kicking it with Dominic and I here for the hackathon, which is now going to transform real shortly into a Scratchathon. Here's the next agenda. We got about another 5 minutes left of our hackathon. I want to give away some prizes. I want to tighten up this crate. And then we're going to pass it over to Ragoza. Ragoza, how can the DJ get ready for your Crab Scratchathon?
I would say get out a notepad and get on your decks. If you have them ready to go, that's cool. But if not, make sure that you're ready to take a couple notes, because I'm going to give you a lot of very useful nuggets that you'll be able to take and do something with it practically. So get your mind ready and get your hands ready.
Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. All right, I'm ready for this. Listen, not the greatest scratcher, but I'm gonna try and keep up with him. I suggest everyone else grab their controllers, pull something out of the closet, something that's been sitting there dusty, wipe it down. We're gonna hang out with Ragoza shortly after we check in at crateoftheweek.com. Crateoftheweek.com has songs you can scratch to. Quite literally, we're giving you the tools to be just like Sasson, to be just like DJ Ragoza, to be soon enough your own style and brand. But in the meantime, we're giving you the training wheels. Crateoftheweek.com, current #1 song right now is Children's Story by Slick Rick. I agree. I pulled that track down many times before, and I've tried to scratch along with the best. If these are the tracks that get some people inspired, this is it. Pass it along, share the love, crateoftheweek.com. And Jem, let's play one final round of crate games. Can you stack up the Request Evader game?
Request Evader?
Request Evader.
What say you about this? That sounds fun.
It is very fun. So if you're not already at crateoftheweek.com, I'm going to give you 2 seconds to get there before I click the button. So run over to crateoftheweek.com. We are about to play Crate Games, and we're going to head for Request Evader. So head over to crateoftheweek.com. Everybody gets a little side quest on your screen, and you're going to have to win the minigame before the clock dies. Here we go. It's time for Crate Games. I love
you got to move
crap.
your screen. Oh, we got to be careful. Move. Oh, okay. Move your mouse around. Oh, your request got through. Okay.
I
maybe can
slipped.
play.
My mouse slipped. It was terrible.
Well, for everybody else who can play, it'd be nice
Avoid,
for you to
avoid.
reset.
Birthday shout out. One more. My phone next. Slow song. Freebird. Bad Bunny. Avoid, avoid.
Are you guys going to restart it? Can you restart it?
Yeah, we sure can.
Yeah.
God. Here we go.
Get your mouses
basically-
ready. It's a fast-moving game, and I think I'll slow it down for the next week. But you
Next
use your
version.
mouse to avoid
The requesters.
the requesters. Yes.
Gosh. I'm getting PTSD just thinking about this. All right, let me make
All
this
right.
big for everybody so they can see.
Start this again.
Here we go.
There we
Start
go.
now.
Here it
Get
comes.
your mouse ready, Jim. Get your mouse ready.
Here it comes. Oh, whoa.
Oh, we gotta do this. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Move around to avoid the requesters. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh God. They're jumping over the jumping over the turntable. He's doing pretty good. Good Lord. This is hard. Hold on, I gotta get my sound effects queued up here. Oh, nice.
Got my record shield.
Yeah. Go boy, go. Go boy, go. Oh no.
Enrique!
Back behind the decks. Ah.
Oh, you're doing pretty good. Hey.
Hey, congratulations.
Ah, I'm stressed now. I need to go change my shirt. It's all sweaty.
That is
That's
amazing.
great games for you. Give a shout out to DJ Jim, your host of curated.com. And Dominic, I'm going to give you the wheel, and you're going to take over with the Scratchathon with DJ Ragoza.
Perfect. Let's do it. So yeah, if you guys haven't been to a workshop with Ragoza, this is very interactive. He's going to show you and have you follow along. If you guys have your controller set up at home or turntables, now is the time to get in front because he is going to show you how to follow along and learn the crab scratch. Is going to teach you everything you need. Ragoza, just let me know what I need to do for the chat. I got the tools ready, or
Yeah, if you want to give them the link to the tools so they can see what I'm talking about, because I'm going to show them exactly how to use the tools and everything like that. So yeah, as long as they have the tools, we're ready to go.
dropping it in the chat, y'all.
Nice. All right, well, what's up, everybody? So yeah, let's talk about the crab scratch. This is a scratch that a lot of DJs are attracted to, especially when they first get into scratching. It's definitely one of the more flashy techniques, but it's definitely one of the techniques that I see DJs struggling with the most, because a lot of people understand the basics of the crab scratch, but they don't understand it in depth enough to actually be able to do it consistently and with control. And I mean, I can speak from experience because I was at that point for a long time when I first started trying to do this scratch in the late 2000s. I was really bad at it at first. But when I learned more about it and learned more drills, then I learned how I could actually get a lot more control over it. And yeah, so I'm going to share all that with you right now. So we can go ahead and switch to the overhead view. Let's start off by talking about the closed fader crab scratch. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm sure a lot of you in here already know what it is, but just to make sure we're all on the same page, we'll just cover the basics of it real quick. All right. So we're going to start with the closed fader crab. You can do crabs either closed fader or open fader. We'll talk about the open fader version a little later. That is more advanced. You definitely want to start off with the closed fader first. All right. And the sample that I'm using is the classic Ah sample. And that you can find in the tools that we gave you in the Scratch Course training tool. This is the first sample on there. And this is like the best sound to practice with because it's just, you know, it's easy to hear all the clicks and everything like that. So when you're first practicing, this is a good place to start. And then, of course, you can apply it to other samples later on. All right. But what's going on with the closed fader crab scratch is obviously we want to start at the beginning of our sound, right? So I have the sound queued up to the 12 o'clock position on the record. The Ah sample is ready to go. All right, but we're going to start with the crossfader closed because this is a closed fader crab. With the record hand, it's really simple. All we're pretty much doing is going back and forth. Most of what's going on is happening on the fader with this technique. So this is where the fader is really where you need to put a lot of your focus with this scratch. So with the closed fader crab scratch, your thumb is going to be resting on the fader, not with a lot of force though, just a little bit of pressure. Your thumb's going to be on the back of the fader, and then you're going to push the fader out with your other fingers. Now, some people can do 4-finger crabs, but most of us do 3-finger crabs, and that's fine. As long as you're consistent with it, you can get it. The pinky's a lot shorter than the other fingers, so it's really hard to get your pinky in there. If you can do it, props to you. If not, don't worry. 3 fingers are fine. That's what most DJs do. So I have my thumb against the fader. I'm going to push out with my ring finger, and you can almost look at your thumb as like the bouncer of a nightclub, right? So your thumb is the bouncer, the fader is the door to the nightclub, all right? Then the first finger, the ring finger comes up, it's a patron, the thumb checks its ID, right? Lets the patron in, and then shuts the door again, right? Second customer comes through, let me see your ID, all right? Lets that finger in, closes the fader, and then of course the ring finger comes out, the fader goes open, the thumb shuts it, right? So the thumb is like the bouncer that closes the fader after each finger is, makes its pass. Now, what you want to do, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong, you want to practice this motion in slow motion, because what a lot of people do is right away they try to go for the single swipe, right? And yeah, that is the proper way to do the crab scratch. But if you try to start like that, it can be really hard to gain consistency. What you want to do is you want to do this in slow motion. So each finger gets that click in there. You want to be able to control the click with each finger. Because here's the thing. This is where a lot of tutorial videos, they won't get into depth like this. But I think one thing that makes the crab scratch really tough is finding the right amount of pressure for your thumb. Because too much pressure, if I try to put too much pressure, you'll hear that my clicks are not very consistent. They're not coming through very, very good. If I don't put enough pressure, now my clicks are sounding weak. They're not very pronounced. You need to have just enough pressure so that when your thumb, when your finger pushes the fader open, you want your thumb to be able to allow that to happen. But there has to be just enough pressure on your thumb so that as soon as the finger slides off the fader is automatically shut right away. So that is what you want to focus on at first, is dialing in that perfect amount of pressure on your thumb. And one very helpful way that you can do that actually is you can start by just applying too much pressure, like start with a lot of pressure, and then as you do the scratch, release your tension gradually. Right, see, right about there, that's my sweet spot. So I started with a lot of pressure, a little bit too much, right? And I'm going to release that tension. Now you see I'll have a lot more control, all right? So, that's the closed fader crab scratch right there. You want to be able to do it on the forward stroke of the record and the back stroke of the record, all right? So we understand what the crab scratch is now, right? And that's where a lot of people who try to teach you this online, they basically leave you at this point. They show you how to do the scratch, and they say, okay, good luck, have some fun. But now that we all understand how to do the scratch and what the scratch is, now let's talk about some practical things that you can do to actually get good at this sooner than later and have your progress be something that you can scale and not just random, right? So the first thing that you can do, I'm going to give you a couple different things, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is on this scratch tool that we gave you. I'm going to share my screen real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about here. All right, you guys should be seeing my Serato screen now. So on this tool, there is, at the end, there's this long part of white noise, right? It's just a long tone of white noise. And what I do is I have a loop right here that allows me to just loop that. So that way the noise is continuous, right? And what this allows us to do is to take, we don't have to worry about the record hand right now, right? We can just let this noise play. We can even put Serato in internal mode for a second. right? Take the needle off the record. Now we don't have to worry about the record hand right now. We can put all of our focus specifically on the fader hand, all right? This is a great exercise to do when you're first trying to get your muscle memory down with the fader hand, all right? So let's forget about the record for a minute. And now that we have this constant white noise going, we can just practice the fader motion. So like I said, you want to start off by doing it slow, right? I know it's going to be tempting to want to do this, try to do this right away, but you got to start slow. You got to start by, like I said, exercising each individual finger, right? Making sure your ring finger is able to tap the fader open and get a nice clean click that you can hear audibly, clear as day. You want to do the same with your middle finger and your index finger. You want to space it out. This is not the fun part of it, right? This is not the fun part, but if you can muster up the willpower to do this in slow motion, you will get a lot more control over your crabs. I guarantee you 100%. So after you start to do it slow motion, you start to get the clicks closer together. Now you can start going for the single swipe, all right? Once you get to this point, you might be tempted to say, okay, I got one. All right, now I'm just going to go. All right, I got it now. Okay, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to be able to do one swipe at a time and do it so that you're able to get those clicks consistent every time, because you don't want something that sounds like this. Right? That's what a lot of DJs who, skip the steps, they sound like that because they understand, once again, how to do the crab scratch, but they haven't drilled enough or drilled in the right way to be able to do it consistently. If you do what we're showing you right now, you'll definitely be able to do it consistently. So once you start to get down that single swipe, space it out like that. And once you get to the point where you can do those swipes and you can get the consistent sounds, now you can start bringing them closer together. So maybe do 2 in a row, right? Once you get that down, do 3 in a row, and then so on and so forth, right? The other thing that you can do with this white noise is you can combine crabs with just regular transform clicks. So because this starts with the fader close, for the close fader version, we can combine the crab technique with just regular clicks of the fader, just like transform clicks. And when you do this, you can come up with a lot of really fun patterns. See, so I'm combining the transforms with the crab motion, right? Of course, you can put on some music if you want. So we'll use one of the songs from tonight. This is one of my favorite songs to practice scratching over, is Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim. Of course, the 7 Minutes of Madness version, Cold Cuts remix, right? And once again, this allows you to just focus on the fader and get your fader hand where it needs to be able to do the scratch. So that right there will help you, like I said, just focus on your fader hand. And once you get your fader hand, the muscle memory in your fader hand to the point where you can do the crab consistently, now we can bring the record hand back into the equation. So let's jump back to the ah sample now. All right, we're going to put this back into relative mode. We have the ah sample right here. Okay, so once again, our goal is to be able to crab on the forward stroke of the record and the back stroke of the record and be able to do it consistently. So now I have another tool for you guys. This is another way that you can practice that I guarantee will give you results, all right? So in there, you'll notice that we have these things called crab scratch trainers. We have these for other scratches too. The way that we're treating the crab scratch tonight is the way we treat all the scratch techniques in Dangerous DJs, just to let you know. So All right, I'm going to share my screen again and show you exactly what these files are all about, because it can be confusing when you first look at it, but I'll break it down for you right now. So, all right, you guys are seeing my screen, all right? So let's go to the closed fader crab scratch. We'll do the short exercise, right? So practicing to a metronome, if you guys have been on a workshop with me before, or if you've seen me talk about scratching before, you guys know that I'm really big on practicing over a metronome. You don't have to do all your practice like that, but it is good to set aside time specifically for metronome practice, because it will sharpen up your rhythm real quick. So if you're not sure what a metronome is, it's basically just a click at a set tempo, right? That you can practice your rhythm to. This is how musicians practice with instruments. We're treating the turntable as an instrument, so it makes sense to practice to the metronome. The thing is, though, if I'm telling you to practice over the metronome, it can be really, it takes a lot of focus to make sure you're doing the right drill and you're doing it consistently. I know it is for me. I have a really hard time focusing on things like that. So that's why I made these scratch trainers that actually walk you through the exercises. So all you have to do is pretty much follow what you hear. I'll explain exactly how it works right now, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with the screen on first, and then I'll show you with just the deck view so you can see what's going on here. So as you can see, I have these cue points that are labeled start, level 1, level 2, level 3. So obviously these levels are different speeds of the scratch, and there's a cue point for each one of them, and then there's already loops set up for each one of them. So if you want to stay in a certain level until you're ready to do the next one, you can do that. So let me show you exactly how this works. So we're doing the closed fader crab scratch. So at level 1, it's going to sound like this in slow motion, right? And you'll hear how there's one bar with the scratching in it, and then the next bar is empty. That's for you to answer back to it, all right? So if I were to practice with this myself, it would look like this. All right, and then obviously you would stay on that level for a while until you're able to do it consistently, and then we move on to level 2. I'll take away the screen share for a second so you can see how I'm doing this. Now, once again, you would stay on these levels until you feel comfortable with it. But then when you're ready, you can go on to the next one. So here's level 3, which is the single swipe. All right, so I'm not going to lie to you. This is not the most fun exercise in the world, but it will help you get better at this technique a lot faster. And it'll help you get to the fun part a lot quicker, because when you can actually do this scratch with consistency and intention, that's when it becomes fun. So between understanding between understanding what goes into the scratch, like with the thumb pressure and all that, and being aware of the different drills that we just talked about, if you actually apply these things rather than just, because this is what a lot of people do. They just put on a beat and then they randomly, okay, oh, I got one. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I got one. That's what I used to do, and that's what a lot of us are guilty of doing. But like I said, if you practice with clarity and intention and direction, you'll get results a lot quicker. All right. So that's the closed fader crab scratch. Now, let me pull up another song from that crate that I gave you guys. This is Art of Noise, a song called Beatbox from 1984. I wasn't even born yet. All right, I was born in 87. But I'm going to show you guys something really cool that you can do once you get down this closed fader crab scratch. We've all seen the Rock the Bells, the Peter Piper, right? But I'm going to show you something that I personally like to do with the closed fader crab that I don't see a lot of other DJs doing. I see it sometimes, but this is a really cool technique. And hopefully this will motivate you to want to practice this scratch and get it down. So you hear how this beat right here, listen to the sound of the snare. Right? That's a really fat snare. This is a good snare for crab scratching. All right? So that right there that I'm doing on that snare, that is called that's a close fader crab, that like I just showed you, and I'm doing it on the reverse stroke. Right? Now, what's cool about this is I can have the same beat playing on the right side, and I can do my classic trick mixing style, which if you don't know what trick mixing is, we'll get into that another day. We'll teach you all about that in Dangerous DJs, don't worry. But if I trick mix with the snare, it's going to sound like this. Right? Basically, I'm ping-ponging the snare on this side off the snare that's playing over here. Now, if I add my close fader crabs to that, listen to how cool this sounds. I can grab this snare over here. So that is a fun way that I like to use the close fader crab. So, obviously inside of our Dangerous DJ sessions, we take a lot more time on each individual section of everything that we just talked about. But if you take everything that I just laid on you, you will definitely make progress with this scratch a lot quicker. Now, with the open fader version, that one's a little bit more advanced. After you get good at the close fader, we'll now do the open fader. Right? Now, this is another thing that a lot of people don't understand about the crab scratch is that when you do an open fader, you get an extra note. So because now we're starting with the fader open, now pretty much everything that we talked about before still applies. It's just now we're having an extra note, and now the beginning motion feels a little different because instead of the thumb resting on the fader when we start the scratch, now the fader's already open. So the first movement is the thumb actually laying into the fader and closing it right away. So if you can get used to doing it that way, you'll be able to master this one. As you can see, I can do both of them. I think both versions are very useful for different purposes, all right? But definitely do the close fader one first. And when you're ready, you can, go over to the open fader one. Now, everything, like I said, everything I just talked about with the close fader, with, practicing with the white noise and the trainer, all that still applies. So we can just go through those steps real quickly. So for the the open fader crab, instead of getting 3 notes each way, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, now we're going to get 4 notes because the first note is us pushing the record forward, shutting the fader, and then our 3 fingers, 2, 3, go across the fader. And when our index finger hits the fader, obviously the fader stays open now. So you have to start open and end open. That's where a lot of people get messed up with this one, right? But all the stuff I taught you is the exact same. So once again, if I put on the white noise, I would practice the same way like I just showed you, except now I just have the fader open. Right? I could do that same exercise. I can bring up the open fader scratch training tool. I'll bring that up real quick. All right, so like the slowest level. Right, there I am doing it in slow motion, which is really important. Right, you guys get the point. You would stick on that level for a while until you get comfortable with it. Let's see what level 2 sounds like. Actually, hang on one second. Let me, use the short exercise. obviously once you practice it in slow motion, now you're ready to put it into that single swipe. Right, so the steps are the same to master it. It just, the open fader version definitely takes a little bit more effort. Now I'll show you an example of what I like to do with the open fader crab scratch, which I think is, sounds even better than the closed fader. They're both dope, but if you take the song Slow and Low by the Beastie Boys, this one's so much fun. At the beginning, it's a cappella. It's just them chanting the chorus. So that let it flow, let yourself go. Those are great vocals for doing the crab scratch with, because there's a lot of layers in it and a lot of substance to the sound that you can cut up. So let's take that and then let's mix it with It's Funky Enough, DOC. All right. So we'll loop this instrumental. And as you can see, the Beastie Boys chant sounds really nice over this. Check this out. So we mix these two together. It sounds fun. Now let's add some open fader crab scratches. So as you can see, you can have a lot of fun with the open fader crab scratch, and it sounds great with vocals, and it's just one of those scratches. Like I said, it's not just about a lot of people. They say it's flashy because of like the way that it looks when you're doing it, but the sound that it makes is really cool. I mean, being able to click the fader that fast with this technique definitely allows you to do things that you simply can't do with any other scratch technique. So I do think this technique is definitely worth the time to learn. Even if you're not a hip hop DJ, no matter what genre you spin, you can definitely have some fun with this technique. It does take some dedication. I'm not going to lie to you. You do have to put in that work, but it's well worth it because there's so much that you can do. And inside of Dangerous DJs, we have, the tools that we just gave you. That's just the tip of the iceberg. We have countless sessions, countless videos where I go back and forth with you visually and audibly, of course. And we show you a bunch of different combos, like, when I was just cutting up those vocals right there, if I was just able to do it like that, that's cool, right? But obviously we want to come up with combos. Right? Those are different combos right there. So we get into depth in all that in Dangerous DJs. We show you all those combos, all examples that you can do with this scratch and other scratches. But yeah, once again, if you take everything, let's just recap real quick, right? You want to start off doing, doesn't matter, closed fader or open fader, either way, you got to start off doing it slow motion, right? That's closed fader, slow motion, open fader, slow motion. And then, of course, when you're ready, you graduate to the single swipe, so you're able to do it in one motion, right? That's closed fader, open fader. Open fader sounds really cool, but they're both dope, right? You got your white noise that you can use. That allows you to just focus on the fader hand. And then, of course, the metronome exercises. If you actually do these things for real, your crab scratching will definitely improve. And shout out to all the Dangerous DJs in the building. Someone says, over my head. Well, don't worry. If you take it step by step, you'll get it down. You will definitely get it down. And you know, we have, like I said, plenty of tools, plenty of different classes where we cover it in different examples and stuff like that. But I was gonna say, yeah, shout out to all the dangerous DJs in the building. They already know how to do these crab scratches. They got it. So if you guys, you know, see anybody who's not, you know, not familiar with what we do in Dangerous DJs, they have any questions, definitely help them out. But yeah, this is obviously a condensed version of what we do, you know, because we're trying to combine it with a with the hackathon. But once again, if you were taking notes and you actually apply these things, I guarantee you'll be better at crab scratching sooner than later. If you were to do this like maybe 3-4 days out of the week for a month straight and you were actually consistent with it, you would definitely be able, you would see noticeable improvement. And that's when you start feeling motivated. That's the other thing too. A lot of DJs don't make progress because they don't feel motivated because the momentum isn't there. But you start to get that momentum once you start to see progress. And that's a trap that a lot of people get stuck in. They want to learn how to scratch, but it's very difficult and they hit roadblocks and they give up. It's very easy to do that. But if you know how to get past those roadblocks and you know how to kind of power through all that, and you actually get to the point where you're seeing results and you're able to scale those results, that makes you feel more motivated. And that's how you get in the momentum. So if you're not in the momentum now, don't worry. Yes, you're going to have to force yourself a little bit at the beginning, right? But once you get into that momentum, it starts to become more addictive. It starts to become a lot more fun. And, you know, like I said, once you see those results coming in, you know, it goes from, oh, do I have to do this to like, leave me alone, I'm practicing.
Got a little gift for y'all before we say goodbye. We cooked up a little something. Assassin's in the back. We got something for him as well. But DJ.Style, we have the Ragoza Appreciation Society t-shirt.
Ooh.
Right now.
That's cool.
I like that.
Right. We really appreciate you, Team Ragoza. Thank you so much. We'll get you guys those mailed to you just in time for Hacker Hotel. Also, a little Assassin Forever.
Ooh, I like that too. That's such a cool design.
Yeah, whip that up for y'all. Thank you so much. If you want those, we'll give them away in the chat shortly enough. Check yourself the link inside Twitch. But yeah, thank y'all so much, DJ.Style, for sponsoring tonight's hackathon / Scratchathon. DangerousDJs.com is the hookup with DJ Ragoza. Dom, what else can we say? Turn on your microphone, buddy.
All right. So I have something special for everybody tonight. You just got a little taste of what it's like inside the Dangerous DJ School. The way the Dangerous DJ School started is Ragoza came up with these scratch training tools that he just gave you a little taste of, right? He covers everything from, Ragoza, help me out here, crab scratch, baby scratch.
Well, yeah, we start from the beginning, which is the baby scratch, all the way up to the family of orbits, you know, like 2-click, 3-click. We even have 4 clicks in there now. So, yeah, that's like the, you know, beginner to advanced. And I say, you know, the baby scratch, the orbits, and everything in between.
That's right. That's right. And not only that, guys, not only does it give you the trainers to follow along with, right? You load them up on your DJ software. You practice, but he also has extensive videos that go with every single scratch. So if you guys are a little overwhelmed on the crab scratch, that's okay. You might want to take a step back and go and take a look at the baby scratch, right? You gotta master the baby scratch. And I just want to give you guys a little taste of what that looks like. Here we go. So inside the Dangerous DJ School, we give you access to a members area. And Ragoza has these videos with really clear explanations. And then you get to follow along with him and mimic his hand motions, right? Super cool.
Yeah, so if you ever feel like something's going over your head, you don't have to worry about it because those videos will walk you through step by step. So you never have to worry about remembering or forgetting because it's there for you.
Exactly. And you can see here that he covers the drag scratch, 1 forward, 2 back tear scratch, the forward scratch, the fader hand technique, the stab scratch, the dice, the slice, etc., etc., etc. Even getting into 3-click transforms, 4-click transforms, 2-click orbits, twiddles when you start getting really advanced. But here's the special for people that are here tonight. This is insane because I'm going to be losing money on this. We loaded up everything on this really cool USB drive I don't know if you guys can see that. This is a USB drive loaded up with all of Ragoza's Scratch training tools. And when you guys join tonight, for $1, we're going to send you one of these in the mail as a thank you for taking the plunge. We know you guys are oversubscribed. We don't want another subscription, Dominic. I understand. It's $1 freaking dollar, and you can cancel it if you hate it. Okay, we're still going to send you the USB drive as a thank you because we're trying to be different here, right? We want to show our appreciation, give you this in the mail, and then you're going to have immediate access to the online area, the members area, where you can start tonight, right? So if you guys go to dangerousdjs.com and use code SCRATCH, choose the monthly option, you're getting in for $1 measly dollar, okay? You can literally cancel the very next day if you want to, okay? I'll understand. Not going to hurt my feelings, but we want to give you guys a chance to check out this Dangerous DJs school. Not only that, right? You guys have access to so many different online videos, right? YouTube is there, of course. What's really unique and really cool about the Dangerous DJ School is Ragoza and his wife Desiree and our members. They jump on every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern and care about you, teach you every Monday and Wednesday night.
Live.
On Zoom, live. It's not recorded. It's not AI. They stick in there and answer your questions and make sure, it's the accountability piece. If you don't have accountability, you ain't applying this stuff. So
I want to also mention that it's really cool again that for those that just checked in, it's really cool to see these Monday and Wednesday religiously and DJs actually stepping up and putting their camera in front of their controller and being held accountable and just to pop into a Zoom room. Hey, you see like a bunch of people with their faces staring at a screen. You're actually seeing DJs in their lab like cutting it up together. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And you're giving it away for just $1, Dom.
Giving it away for $1. And by the way, this thing costs a lot of money to make. And I think we ask you for a little bit of shipping and handling. My own mother handles the shipping and handling. We have the USB drive. Oh, I went out of focus, of course. Hang on a second. I can fix that. Here we go.
You mean your mom's not the camera operator?
What would you say?
Your mom's not the camera operator? Get to work, Mom.
You're fired, Mom. Go back to sleep, Mom. No, she does not live here. I don't live with my mom. Thank you very much. We've got a bunch of these keys, and it's just something unique, right? We want to stand out. We want to treat you right, and we want to give you guys the tools to become dangerous. So dangerousdjs.com. And I think Sasson wants to talk a little bit about his experience being a member. Obviously, Sasson is extremely advanced. But Sasson, what's you got to say about your Dangerous DJs experience?
Definitely a Dangerous DJs for life. I mean, it's been 3 years now and went from barely knowing how to do crabs and 2 clicks, 1 clicks, and now I could do all of those. So it definitely helped a lot. But, it requires you to have some patience and some consistency.
Exactly. And what would you say about the community and, the Monday and Wednesday nights and how that helped you actually apply what you're learning?
I think that was the game changer for me because it's hard to sit there in a room by yourself, just grinding away at the same thing over and over again. And I know that's for anything, right? Like it's hard to grind at any sort of skill when you're doing it alone, but the fact that every Monday, Wednesday, you're in a class full of people of all ages and all skill levels, and everyone's kind of doing it together while Ragoza instructs us. So that helped me a lot.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And I did not pay him to say that. He's a true fan. He's been rocking with us almost 5 years now. That's crazy. And again, Hacker Hotel, Sasson is going to throw down. Team Ragoza is going to throw down. It is an absolute out-of-body experience. We are going to be celebrating the 5-year anniversary of the Dangerous DJs School. We're going to be celebrating the 6-year anniversary of Crate Hackers at the first week of August, and we are so excited about it.
Man, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Dominic, you've outdone yourself. Thank you for bringing the Dangerous DJs to our front door. And Jim, next week you'll be stacking up another crate with some more games. Thank you for being our great co-host. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you all. Majesty, by the way, DJ Majesty in the chat. Seriously looking forward to finally meeting you, sir. I really, really am. It's going to be a pleasure meeting you in person.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Everybody else, get ready for next Tuesday. And our special guest is who, Dom? Who do we have on?
Oh my gosh, we have a doozy next week. We actually have Nick Spinelli coming on and Mr. Mix, one of the driving forces behind Miami bass music. I mean, he produced like 2 Live Crews, actual, all their hits. This guy's coming on, and we're going to do a Miami bass and Miami bass related crate build with Nick Spinelli and an absolute legend, Mr. Mix. Tune in next Tuesday. It's going to be super fun. You're going to be talking to a legend, Aaron. That's exciting.
I'm really excited. Well, I mean, it was a pleasure hanging out with legends in the building tonight, including you, Ragoza, and Sasson, and Desiree, and Dom, and Jim, and Majesty, and I'm Amazing 28, and DJ Watson, and DJ Ortiz 75, and VIP Remix, DJ D1. What's up? Thank you all for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next Tuesday. One's in the chat. Happy.
You don't need more music. You need fewer bad decisions. Because right now, your library is working against you. You've got thousands of tracks. And when it matters, you scroll. You hesitate. You guess. And the floor feels it. You know you have the right song. You just can't find it fast enough. This is not a skill problem. This is a system problem. This is Crate Hackers. It's how DJs stop guessing and start making decisions. Instead of digging through everything, you work inside a focused crate that actually makes sense. So you're not guessing what might work, you're starting with what already does. Most DJs just collect songs. Here, you build a set. Less scrolling, better picks. These aren't random songs. These have been tested, filtered, and proven. Every week we build live crates. You see decisions happen in real time. What stays, what gets cut. You can submit your crates, get actual feedback, real input that makes you better. DJs don't fail because they don't have music. They fail because they have too many options and no filter. This is the filter. If you're just messing around, this isn't for you. But if you're playing real gigs and you're tired of second guessing every transition, you're exactly who we built this for. You walk into your set knowing what to play, what works next, and why. No panic, no scrolling, no guessing. You already have the music, now you need the judgment. Get inside, start building smarter crates today.